What is going on, guys? Welcome back to some more Korean StarCraft League action. Number 60 is still a banger of a week, so let's cast some more of these. And today I'm bringing you one hell of a fun PvP to actually look at, as we have someone who just recently returned, and I really cannot stress this enough. I want to actually make it clear that this is a special moment, as we have Mr. ZOUN returning from military, going up against none other than the new kid on the block, NightMare. Well, I don't know how fair is that he's a new kid on the block. Also, I'm sorry, already am a bad streamer. We need this and we need this. There we go. So I don't know how fair it is to call NightMare the new kid on the block. He's been having a lot of success recently. He recently joined Streamer Zone, a new team in the SC2, I would say, scene. Stratosphere, atmosphere. I don't know how much they were into this, but they're like a huge group of creators and players, as far as I could tell. I did not dive deep enough into it yet, so we'll just have to see if everything is going to be as intended, right? But yeah, so Protoss versus Protoss, Ghost River, shenanigans about to happen, hopefully, as these two players, I don't know how well they know each other, because let's be honest, NightMare started appearing more and more by the time ZOUN kind of was towards the quote-unquote exit, the twilight of his pre-military career. Let's see if post-military is going to make it a bit, or make it okay. Okay, so NightMare is harassing, obviously, and I don't know, did ZOUN scout at all? No. Oh, this is a no scout from Mr. ZOUN. Okay, interesting. I don't know what Charlie broke again, as per usual. I have no idea. We'll check at some point. Charlie! Freaking hell, the cat is going wild these days. I'm not gonna lie. Anyways, no shenanigans so far on the side of either player. Two adepts are going to finish this shade, hopefully, because otherwise they will die. This is two adepts that could actually make a lot of problems for ZOUN. It's going to wall off preemptively. It's going to be like, yeah, not going to let you do anything about it. Now these two stalkers are going to encounter another two adepts, and these two adepts are going to become one. And not in the sense that they will combine like a Templar, two Templars, but yeah, you get what I mean. They will reunite in the Kala or something along those lines, if we can actually count that. And that's becoming one. Uh-oh. Now the shield battery is going to mean that it is going to be hella difficult to actually do anything. It's going to drain the battery of this shield battery, that's for sure. And this shield battery started with 50 energy because it's not in the range of a Nexus, I believe, or a finished Nexus. I'm not sure. Now that I think about it, I've never actually checked if it has to be a finished Nexus or not. Uh-oh, beautiful force fields on the side of NightMare. It is going to be 3 sentries, a stalker, and 4 adepts, and that is a massive army here on the side of NightMare. Huge advantage here, taking down the 3 stalkers, not losing a single unit. Wait, did it? No, actually, I think he lost a single sentry. He also lost 6 probes, 7 to the Oracle that we saw, that we couldn't even talk about yet. But yeah, so Stargate Opener is probably the most common from quote-unquote back in the day in PvP, as ZOUN is kind of a specialist of it. Uh-oh, nice, he just cleans it. Oh, but the 2 adepts are actually getting through, and he will be able to line up for 1 probe, 2 probes. It's gonna be potentially 3. No, never mind, not gonna happen. Let's see if this adept goes out. Nope, not gonna happen either. That means he is gonna have 4 stalkers, and then he might, I think he has the Oracle. Yes, he does. So he's gonna move across the map, and he has no energy to actually do anything about it. NightMare will try to get a alternate path towards the base, and he's going to continue harassing. We have 2 sentries over here next to the shield battery. Remember, sentries are not counted as a light anymore, so oracles cannot two-shot them. So yeah, this is a very important change for the PvP matchup, because usually it was like, oh, you have 2 exposed sentries, so let me just grab 2 of them, so minus 200 gas, right? Okay. Kind of unlucky on the side of ZOUN to get that robo scouted. Okay, this time around is gonna be able to actually just wall off. Beautiful stuff here. It's gonna go to hunt those adepts. Oh, he sees them. Okay, he might actually be able to catch at least one of them. Oh yeah. Okay, yeah, he's gonna be able to catch them. Nice force field here. ZOUN is actually ready. Let's see if he's gonna counterattack with that Oracle this time around. So NightMare so far is trying to harass quite a bit. He's taking down 4 probes, 4 adepts, and an Oracle, which is absolutely fantastic if you ask me. But not a lot of things happen besides that. Both players are actually saturating their second bases. ZOUN even taking a third. I'm not sure if that is going to be great, although he is only slightly ahead in terms of resources lost. It's like 50. Look at that. One of the closest games that you can see, although there was like a massive loss for ZOUN. Okay, I like the blink decision here with that prism. Alright, Oracle is going to delay this expansion a bit. I mean, technically, I think the probe can actually place it down. Oh, never mind. No, wait. I'm stupid. Cannot place it down. Ooh, I like this play here. Oh, beautiful stuff. Look at that. Such a smart brain here that NightMare has in his head. Big brain, smart, Giga Chat Protoss. What can you ask more of NightMare, to be honest? So we had a lot of action in this game, and now we're powering up with Immortals, Stalkers. What is this? We have a couple of probes. Oh, this is also, I think, if I remember correctly, this was also a NightMare move. So he's going to send out the hallucinations just to scout for everything. It's gonna send it out. Oh my god, look at that. It's actually sending them out. He's shift clicking them. Dude, are you crazy? He's gonna see the third base. He's gonna see the Immortals. He's gonna see the Stalkers. Everything is gonna be scouted by that little hallucinated probe. Really, like, NightMare is revolutionizing how we play PvP, or how we perceive PvP. I mean, I know it's nothing extremely huge, but I don't see this quite often. I don't see it often enough to say that this is the standard. Now, just gonna move in. Let's see, ZOUN, is this enough? Oh, he's gonna jump onto that Immortal. Oh, the battery overcharge is going to make it survive one more volley. But is this overextension? This is an overextension on the side of ZOUN, in my opinion. He has a prism. He could actually juggle through with the Immortals. Let's see, will he lose the prism? He loses one of the Immortals. He's gonna try to warp in, and he's gonna be successful at it. But now the problem is the prism is gonna die, and honestly this looks mighty over, as NightMare barely loses any units over here. Now the resources lost is well over 2,500 in favor of NightMare. This is absolutely amazing how NightMare just basically out microed ZOUN here. He has a battery overcharge, yes, and he might have an Immortal, but I don't think that's going to finish even. Ghost River is the shortest rush distance, not to mention from third to third, right? I mean, it's gonna be a hopeful ZOUN over here against a dominating NightMare. NightMare has been on point with his gameplay over here, catching the army, beautiful force fields, all that stuff. ZOUN blinking aggressively. NightMare is spotting that stasis trap. Absolutely amazing. NightMare will take this game, and is gonna take Ghost River, putting himself on a match point in this best of 3. Game number 2 will feature post-youth as we're going to have our dominant NightMare over here, messing up the probes just a tad bit. And it's gonna go up against ZOUN, who recently returned from military. And I'm really excited to see if he's gonna manage to pick up a dominant victory in any of these games. I mean, I'm pretty sure he's playing tournaments left, right, and center, just trying his best to get back into a tournament shape. You know, not playing the game for what, 2 years-ish, I want to say, or 1.5 years. I don't know how many months it is. Maybe you can let me know in the comments. Just let me know if that is the case. I'm not sure what's happening here. Maybe his pros were so messed up that he felt like he needs to do this. Okay, are we gonna get... yeah, I'm pretty sure we're gonna get Nexus before Core with a 1-gate expand. Now, I'm curious what ZOUN is going to do here. Okay, he's gonna do the same, most likely. Yep, that is indeed going to be the case. A couple seconds later, though, so it's gonna be not the end of the world, of course. Okay. Oh, I was gonna say NightMare has to cancel like a probe or something, because otherwise ZOUN would have been very annoying. So this time around, ZOUN scouts just to see what's happening. Now Red Protoss wants to know if there's any shenanigans over here. Obviously NightMare is capable of these interesting builds as well, so he's a well-rounded player. I kind of like how NightMare plays. He can make a splash, and I think he has a huge talent when it comes to StarCraft 2. I'm not sure how experienced he is, to be fair. Just gonna send out the Zealot, which ZOUN is gonna be aware of. Oops, my bad. I'm sorry. Fat-fingered. I wanted to do this. This is on V, and I actually fat-fingered B as well. My apologies. But anyways, so the Zealot is going to mean that ZOUN needs to be prepared for it, and is gonna have to stay at home, while NightMare might be able to block any other scouting. Okay. Alright, so no warp gate yet, which kind of... Oh wait, never mind, it doesn't have enough gas, because he was doing it on 1 gas, and also... yeah, I'm not sure. I'm not 100% sure how the gas is not okay there. But anyways, we have 2 gases. I mean, technically, I think it was 1 gas for way longer than expected. Especially because of the Zealot. So... Finally, things are en route. NightMare will arrive with the Zealot. And ZOUN decides to just full wall in. Kind of an interesting move here. I'm not gonna lie, but... Obviously one that can be a very good one. I mean, you don't really want to risk anything like no extra damage or something like that. And the shield battery can be taken down as well. Now the question is, will we see anything quote-unquote dirtier from these 2 players? NightMare is going for still 1 gate. Oh, this is so risky, honestly. It's gonna be protected against the shield batteries. Sorry, the oracles with those shield batteries. He's aware that ZOUN likes to play PvP with a Stargate opener. ZOUN scouts the Twilight Council. Nice stuff there. Doesn't know that this is 1 gate, because obviously he doesn't have vision of the entire base. Could be a gateway here, could be gateways back here. So yeah, nothing too fancy. And now he sends out the Hallucinated Oracle, which technically... Oh, okay, NightMare spots it. Alright, will he move the Stalkers? He's gonna move the Stalkers here. Okay, ZOUN needs to send this in order to scout anything. At least the gateway count, you know. Just scout the gateway count, see what are you playing against. It's quite important. It's gonna send this in. I mean, yeah, actually, honestly, I'm trying to think if this is a waste of the hallucination or... Oh, wait. Okay, never mind. Never mind. What was I saying? Scrap that. Basically, ZOUN is 2 billion IQ. He's like, you're not aware of my tech. You're not aware of my tech yet at all. You don't know that I have a Robo. You don't know that I have a Forge. You don't know that I have a Twilight Council and I have Blink already. These things... Oh, well. Well, he's gonna know now. Oh, I think he saw it. So what ZOUN did there is it did not show the hallucination. Because the hallucination would have taken a lot of damage. And 3 sockets would have probably 2 volleyed it or something like that. So, yes, he could have scouted. But this way, he kept NightMare in the dark. Now, it's still not 100% clear if it's Stargate plus Robo. But it's clear that it is a Robo, if I'm not mistaken, because NightMare kind of scouted. It also forces NightMare to actually scout everything. It's gonna move in. Oh, did he see? I don't think he saw the Immortal, to be honest. He saw the third base, which is plenty of information, but not 100% information. And StarCraft is a game about information, and as much information as you can gather, although it's always gonna be incomplete and partial. Okay, destroys that that observer. Now NightMare's observer can actually roam free in the base of ZOUN and finally see what's up here. It sees that there's a couple of gateways. ZOUN is kind of powering up. It has 5 gateways to the 3, so it's gonna go up to the standard 8. Oh my god, ZOUN. Okay, NightMare is also expanding. Like, these two players are ready to pack it up in a macro game. Alright, the macro PvP, ladies and gentlemen, it's not the most common thing to actually have. Oh, okay, this is actually really good. NightMare sees everything. Well, I'm pretty sure he suspects the 8th gateway. And now he's going to be able to see that a 4th base location as well. He's going to see the photon cannons, obviously. This is so good. Okay, ZOUN is going to place some scouting pylons over here. It's actually nice, you know, if you have a prism that wants to drop here or even into the main. Absolutely fair to have that. He has this observer. Now what I feel like he should have something over here and potentially a pylon over here, just to be 100% sure that you're not letting anything in. Although there's going to be cannons, most likely. I wouldn't mind a shield battery either, especially that this is quite exposed to drops. Sees the saturated base. Cannot scout the gas though. This is a very powerful base. Okay, charge is gonna be done in 10 seconds. There's... Oh. Hello there. Hello there. Both players reading each other. So far this game has been so pacified. Like, it's been like a very calm game, you know, but what do we know about it? This is most likely the calm before the storm. Yes, yeah boy, we're getting a freaking balls. We're getting ballsy in this very nice PvP. 9 minutes in, we already have destructive production going on. Second robo coming in. This is brilliant, honestly. I love it. I love it. So ZOUN also has a prism over here, but it doesn't actually have the zealots packed into it. NightMare will head into this. Okay. Oh, he's gonna be getting targeted down by this photon cannon, but luckily, oh, here comes the recall. Saves all four zealots. Beautiful mechanics there on the side of NightMare. Just the balls to actually go back, honestly, and ZOUN not having that many stalkers there, or not blinking in time or something like that. Okay, but now ZOUN is actually pushing. And I'm not sure what NightMare... I mean, NightMare can just go back in. He's gonna have 4 stalkers, though he has to be very, very careful. Okay, we have disruptors on the side of ZOUN. ZOUN is in a more stable position, I think. The macro side of things, ZOUN is actually brilliant. He's one of the Protosses that I remember being able to pack it up against Serral and just bring it home, you know. Yes, he might have done a couple of cheesy builds here and there, but yeah, it is more like, you know, the skills of ZOUN are amazing in my opinion. Okay, Disruptor Ball just hits a couple of targets there. Let's see. Guardian Shield is going to matter just a tad bit when it's Zealot v Zealot. But look at that, so many Archons, 7 Archons on the side of NightMare. Archons are going to be very, very beefy, just like Immortals. Immortals and Archons require 2 Disruptor shots to be taken down. Oh, beautiful Disruptor shot. I've been waiting for this. Immortal goes down, and now balls flying left, right, and center. We're going balling, baby. The Zealot run by once again. Oh, he could have catched. Oh, he could have caught the Disruptors. That would have been absolutely massive. Now, the Blink on the right side, just sniping the Disruptor. Oh, gets an Archon as well. A beefy, very sophisticated, costly unit over there. He has 1 more Disruptor shot left. Okay, 2 Disruptors flanking, 3 Disruptors flanking. Oh, hopefully ZOUN. Oh my god, NightMare. No. NightMare will actually lose his Disruptors over there. How many Disruptors do we have left? We have none on the side of NightMare, 7 on the side of ZOUN. So ZOUN could technically even siege with Disruptors at this point, honestly. But we have double Disruptor production, actually triple on the side of NightMare, but ZOUN is actually pushing forward. Oh, let's see. Oh, this is looking very, very good for NightMare. Sorry, for ZOUN. Oh, he's going to be able to soften up those Immortals. Oh, it's his own unit actually. Let's see, a big ball onto a couple of units, snipes an Archon, but NightMare is fighting back, so he's going to be able to actually get back on track and try to claim some space over here. Have a bit of a breathing room. Links forward onto the side to make some space and also snipe a couple of units. That is a classic mechanic in PvP. Beautiful back and forth banger so far. And I cannot stress this enough. This is such a crucial moment. This is when you need to be very, very fast with whatever you're doing, because you cannot actually, your attention cannot linger for even a moment, because you might just actually be destroyed by a Disruptor shot. And Disruptor versus Disruptor is basically whichever Disruptor fires first, right? Even with the 0.1 second difference, it is going to go one way or the other. I don't think I ever saw Disruptor shots go off at the same time. Ooh, gets a couple of gets a single stalker, I believe. Nicely sniping Disruptors with Disruptors. That is one of my favorite things. Okay. It looks easy, but it's not actually. We all cheer the huge big Disruptor shots, but we tend to forget about the 69 billion ones that actually missed. Uh-oh, these 2 stalkers are in the wrong side of history. Okay. Ooh. It's actually difficult to to follow it with the cameras. One more Disruptor going down on the side of ZOUN, so NightMare getting this Disruptor count closer and closer. I think he got stuck at 6 Disruptors. He could have a couple more. And now ZOUN is gonna check if there's any bases on this right side. Sees that there's none. He might even take this base, honestly, because why not? he can actually do that. And now he's going to get into the middle of the bases. Let's see if he can actually do something over here. That stalker is going to go down, but there's actually... Oh, the floodgates are not yet open. Beautiful force fields here on the side of ZOUN. Sorry, NightMare. So I'm going to mix these two players because of the intensity of the action every now and then, but... Blue is NightMare, red is ZOUN, and now ZOUN is going to move in with the Zealots on the left. Couple of disruptor shots will actually be successful. Will clean up most of those Zealots. The photon cannon is also fighting a tad bit, losing a couple of probes there, I believe. Oh, let's see. Huge disruptor shots are being searched for, and ZOUN still has a couple of them. Let's see. Oh, that's a big one. Actually, that's a big one. Not a huge one, but a big one. But now NightMare is getting control back. Everything is under control, says NightMare, and is going to just clean up all those disruptors. And this means he reset the disruptor count, but we're gonna have another 4. Oh, the flanking disruptors. Let's see. Oh my god, he's gonna take down a lot of stalkers and the disruptor as well. ZOUN is just keeping himself in this game. These small but very crucial shots, that the ones that, like, you know, every 10th shot that hits, those have to be the big ones. You can threaten for like 9 times. The 10th has to be a big hit. Maybe not a big hit, but, like, you know, at least hit something. Double disruptor shot has been fired. And obviously, if you fire 2 disruptor shots at once, that means you're gonna have less to actually hold on when you are basically falling back. Okay. This is looking like, I want to say advantage ZOUN, but you never know with PvP, right? Uh-oh. Ooh, he tried to play with the fog over there, the smoke. Now ZOUN is gonna move in on the left side. ZOUN still has a bunch of disruptors over here. It's not gonna bring him there. Uh-oh. Let's see. Oh, NightMare! Oh my god! No, that was a huge disruptor shot. My lord. Oh my god, that was actually amazing. Okay, moves in, tries to snipe that disruptor. He's not gonna be successful. Gonna pay 2 zealots for it. It's absolutely amazing. Wow, these disruptor shots. Oh, one more. Just taking down disruptors with disruptor shots. I mean, basically, if you can take down disruptor shots, disruptors with disruptor shots, it's still worth it, but you kind of want to target everything because you can blink on top of everything else, because you can blink on top of those disruptors. Now in the meantime, NightMare has a bit of an issue here, and it's gonna try to defend, but it's gonna probably lose his base. The 3rd base is gonna be gone. Oh, 2 very big disruptor shots. ZOUN is gonna be a bit sore on the blink backwards. It's gonna soften up 2 of those immortals, but there's a lot of disruptors that are going down. Absolutely amazing here. I don't know if this is going to be great, but look at that. 9 disruptors to the 5. Oh, doesn't manage to actually fire that disruptor shot. Oh, he has to be very careful not to actually destroy his own units. In the meantime, was there a base over here? I don't know, to be honest. Did he lose a nexus? No. But, oh no, never mind. ZOUN actually lost the nexus, so I believe this one was lost. But look at that. ZOUN is actually boxing NightMare in, and if NightMare lets that happen, it's gonna be in a very, very tough situation. It's gonna move in. We're getting closer to that 20-minute mark, and so far, no 100% clear winner has been determined. Now, a couple of minutes ago, ZOUN was the one up in supply and started building a bank, but now NightMare is actually taking over that mantle. Probe count is close, age 54 to 57, and the army supplies are the ones that will dictate the pace. Now, in terms of upgrades, we have 33 for ZOUN with shields. Well, we have 3-1 with armor on the side of NightMare. To my knowledge, shields are better. Okay, DT is gonna cause a lot of chaos there, but nothing too fancy. But at least now NightMare is aware that there's a couple of DTs on the map and there's a Dark Shrine and all that good jazz. It's gonna take down this top left base of ZOUN. Oh, beautiful snipe on that observer. Everything you can get, right? Oh, I wouldn't actually dare to walk up on that choke point. Because if ZOUN gets closer with the disruptors and he manages to actually catch you in there, there's no way out, right? Like, even the blink is gonna be very difficult. Alright, NightMare's gonna lose a couple of probes there. And oh my god, oh, this is so good. So good. Oh my goodness. Okay, this is what happened the last time. The opportunity was there for ZOUN as well in the very beginning of these fights. And he had like a huge zealot run by and he just forgot to actually pay attention to it when the 3 or 4 disruptors were there. The NightMare actually does pay attention. And now NightMare is going to clean up this bottom right twin base, so to say. These two bases that kind of come hand in hand in the late game. But also we're looking at the base trade. Are we going into a base trade? This is actually an interesting choice here. Now this golden base has been mined out for both players, so they can both let go of it. The outer bases are going to be the ones that are going to matter like a huge amount. And also any production, right? Any production buildings are going to be huge. Because at this point you kind of want to trade and remax. NightMare has a bit of trouble spending his money right now. Okay, gets that disruptor, beautiful stuff. Now the question is, who's coming on top of the other? Who's coming out on top of the other? 18 probes going down for NightMare. ZOUN is long distance mining, but his Nexus is going to finish. Other than that, I think there's no other mining base. Yep, there is none. There's like a single base mining for ZOUN. And we have no mining bases on the side of NightMare. So NightMare is broke. That's it. Whatever you see right now is what NightMare has. And what NightMare will have. Unless those 9 probes manage to long distance mine something. Oh, there's a couple of minerals over here. 190, 85, 360. Okay, these are healthy patches. What the hell? NightMare, were you not mining your base? Like, what's happening here? Okay. It's gonna move in. Oh. Disruptor shot. Warning shot. It's like, I'm here. I have plenty of these. I have plenty more from where this came from. Alright, and now ZOUN tries to bait NightMare into a forceful defense, which would be absolutely terrible for NightMare if he got caught in the middle of everything. Oh, now these probes are gonna go down. It's gonna recall a bunch of those stalkers. It's gonna save a lot of those probes. I mean, it's gonna be still a fully saturated base. But yeah, ZOUN needs to preserve this base, otherwise it's gonna lose his advantage against NightMare, I believe. Although there's 50 supply of stuff in advantage for, I mean, okay, let's be honest. So 20 supply of that is in probes, which is absolutely amazing. Don't get me wrong. He has a full base saturation worth of probes. There's like 30 army supply. Oh, not anymore, I guess. Uh-oh, he's gonna move in and he's gonna lose a couple of those units, but he has to push forward, and this is looking like it's gonna be the last fight. Oh, that is absolutely brilliant. Okay, no way, Jose, says ZOUN. 1-1. There's the GG. ZOUN bounces back, forces a game 3, and it's an absolutely amazing banger of a game, which he forces it with. Series tied 1-1, and Oceanborn is going to be our last map. The map where I think some of my best games happened. So I kind of have a bias towards this map, at least this map, because this one, both with Protoss and Zerg, felt okay to play. And it looks good, it looks nice, but it's not about my diamond journeys, right? It's about these two juggernauts. One of them has a more recency bias. If you're a fan of him, it has to be some recency bias. It is Streamer Zone's. Is it Streamer Zone? I think it's Streamer Zone. Nonetheless, it's NightMare. And his opponent, returning from the military for the third time in the series, he actually can pack a punch. He is ZOUN. I'm curious if he has been picked up by any teams until this point. I will check probably after this, if I remember, but actually I think we can do that while they are powering up in this early game. So let me just go to Liquipedia. So both players are going to go for very standard openers. And I think he hasn't, yeah, he hasn't actually done, he hasn't actually joined the team, at least not according to Wikipedia. It's kind of interesting that he's been around since 2014 with Prime, then he's joined SK Telecom T1, and then he's been with Alpha X basically almost until his military started. So basically he has, well, and Alpha X disbanded, of course. Wait, did it? Oh no, wait, Alpha X actually disbanded later. What am I even talking about? This is 2023. So yeah. Okay. Anyways, double gateway for both players, but ZOUN goes for that trusty good old Stargate. Let's see if he's gonna have some success with this. So both players are going to expand. So he's been at the military. Oh yeah, it's 18 months. Okay. So from March of 2023 until September 2024. If my maths is correct, that's 18 months. 1.5 years. Alright, not that bad. Although, let's be honest, like, not competing, not playing actively for 1.5 years is, yeah, it's gonna be painful. It is what it is. You need to fulfill that. Cyril actually proves us wrong. Every now and then he still performs at a world championship level, so I'm actually curious if he's gonna fall off or not towards the end. Because he's been allowed to actually play even though he was in the military. And he can probably practice only in the weekends or something, so the Finns are actually so chill, to be honest. Okay, plants a stasis trap there with that Oracle. Now the stalkers are gonna move out and just see what's happening. If there's any proxies, I assume. Now ZOUN could go back in and try to harass a bit, but you know, there's shield batteries everywhere, I'm pretty sure. Oh, there's no shield battery in the main. There's only a single stalker, so no, never mind. There's two. One of them was hiding over here in plain sight. Or my maths is not great. Both are a good option. Both are a good and acceptable reason. Okay, probe triggers this stasis trap. This is actually huge for NightMare. Okay, ZOUN might actually try to snag the probes, but nope, not gonna happen. Once again, these two players are letting each other build up everything that they want. We're gonna get a Forge plus Twilight Council. In the meantime, we actually have similar armies, right? I mean, there's one more sentry, more scouting for NightMare. And actually, he's heavier on the gateway side, right? Because he did not go for that Stargate. He's gonna go for the Forge, and the Twilight is a bit earlier than the Forge. ZOUN already started his +1, and Blink is gonna finish. And now, ooh, okay, NightMare started charge as his Blink is already finished. I just realized that. So the Twilight Council was miles faster. It's gonna power up here on 3 bases, I assume. 3 gases, 3 bases. It's kind of standard. Probably gonna add more gases once the Templar Archives comes into play, or a Robo Bay, potentially. The morning coffee at noon. Oh, noon for me. I could get used to this lifestyle, to be honest, but obviously I need money, so I need to need to keep working. So maybe one day. Maybe one day. In the meantime, 4th base is coming up for both players. They're kind of mirroring each other. And look at that. NightMare was a bit indecisive with that charge. And ZOUN already has the advantage with +1 and charge as well. And he's kind of threatening with these stalkers. He could actually try to snipe a couple of probes here in the transition. But is it worth it to potentially get exposed and lose some stuff? Nope, obviously not. Stasis trap. Fish. Or Aqua Larva. I don't know. Sorry, back to the game, guys. Let's not lose track of what's happening, right? It can happen, honestly. I kind of want to call this the Hearthstone syndrome. Hearthstone always memes about the goldfish brain that he has. Not to mention that he's, you know, other than that, his brain is so massive that I don't think there's that many massive brains in StarCraft currently. But yeah, the goldfish memory, right? Although he also remembers builds with exact timings and all that stuff from like 5 years ago. Anyways, if you want another anecdote, it's like Rotty with his big memory. Rotty's memory is actually huge. Rotty just randomly brings up a series from 2015 with the exact tournament brackets, who won the tournament, who was the runner-up, who the player fought to get there, all that stuff. It's absolutely amazing. Okay, you guys to recall here. Obviously, there's much more in terms of army. Oh, snipes the prism. That is going to kill that. Oh, he's going to actually kill it. Uh-oh. Disruptor shots coming up and coming in hot. We have no disruptor tech for NightMare. We have it for ZOUN. So advantage ZOUN, question mark, like huge advantage ZOUN, question mark, or exclamation mark actually. Needs to spread everything out. Let's see, second disruptor shot. Oh, catches a stalker, and beautiful force fields over there. Double sentry guardian shield will run out. A couple of zealots will force a warp in at home. We're gonna have no disruptor tech yet. Okay, that's interesting. We're gonna have double robo, but no disruptor tech. What's happening here? NightMare just decided not to get disruptors or what? Not sure. Oh, there it is. There's a robo bay. Is that gonna finish? No, I don't think that's gonna finish by the time the second robo finishes. I think you should get both of them at the same time or something. But obviously there's other priorities, so need to be very, very careful how you transition into disruptors, because it takes time. You need to build up the disruptor count. Uh-oh. Okay, it's gonna try to start a step properly. Oh. Ooh. Ooh, that was close. That was close. Gets the cancel on that Nexus, but now these zealots are probably dead. Just fresh meat for ZOUN. Now he's going to start building disruptors himself, but NightMare is quite behind. 3 disruptors, potentially 5 behind. And also a Dark Shrine coming in from ZOUN. ZOUN is actually in the form, and he kind of feels it, right? So he's embracing the playstyle that he knows it worked. There's been a lot of new things with like 1 gate expand, 3 sentry openers, robo openers. But ZOUN is like, you know what? A good old trusty Stargate never fails. It's always worth it. Oh, these zealots will get caught. This is absolutely nice here on the side of ZOUN. He's kind of dominating NightMare right now, and he's going to force the recall, and he's going to take down a bunch of those zealots as well. Like 4, I think it was like 3 to 4 zealots, so... When you have like only the exact amount to replace the ones that you lost, and you know, you need to preserve every single penny, every single crystal. Mineral crystal. Uh-oh! Gets that Oracle. The revelation cost the Oracle its life. Not great, but I'm curious. Do we have any DTs? No DTs so far. Not yet. Okay. Ooh. Oh, that was so clutch. I heard the disruptor shot that I didn't know if ZOUN or NightMare fired it, but apparently both of them, and ZOUN was a tad bit faster. It would have been absolutely devastating on the side of ZOUN, to be honest. And look at that, almost at the same time, but as I said, 0.1 second difference, and it's gonna go the way of the faster player. Okay, now there's no more disruptor shots over here. Oh, there's gonna be 3 soon. No, never mind, it's gonna be 2, at least for now. Obviously, you can see by the glowing thing. If it's glowing, you can see that the 2, like this one, doesn't have it recharged, and this one has it recharged. This is how you can tell if a disruptor is ready to fire. Okay. Oh, double Archon clip. Nice. Beautiful stuff here by ZOUN. It's going to take it down. Let's see. Oh, nice snipe here on the Zealots. Beautiful defense on the side of NightMare. Both players actually having brilliant moves, but now NightMare has no defense here. With that Immortal being the only sophisticated unit, he could try to force field a tad bit, but disruptor shots go through, and they also one-shot through battery overcharge, so doesn't make too much of a difference. Oh, let's see. Only one has to hit, and it did. And now he's going to potentially just push into ZOUN, but for what a reason? NightMare is just actually pushing forward. He's going to snipe those disruptors, but is that going to be enough? He's going to keep chasing most likely, unless he's going to have to deal with 4 disruptors at a time being produced by ZOUN. And ZOUN once again goes for that good old trusty shield upgrade, and is going to have it. NightMare is still he's ahead in attack upgrades, but ZOUN is a bit beefier, so I suppose it kind of evens out, so to say. Does it? I don't know. Maybe. Shield upgrades are going to be really, really good for the Archons as well, because Archons are pure shields. Let's be honest. Archons are 350 shield, 10 HP. Once the shield is done, they just, you know, collapse in the side of an ant. Something like that. Okay, Zealot spotting if there's gonna be any bases over there. New, fresh base coming in for ZOUN. Does he try to take another base? NightMare will take that, that 7 o'clock one. Is it 7? I guess it's 7 o'clock. Let's just call it 7 o'clock. 6:30. Anyways, disruptor shots coming in from the flank is going to actually clip a couple of stalkers, but nothing too fancy for how many disruptor shots have been fired. Those are 3 and barely got anything. This is so many disruptors, dude. What the hell? There's 10 disruptors. ZOUN is going overboard on the disruptor shots. Might actually be able to snipe it. Oh, no way, Jose. NightMare stays in the game. That was a very, very much required disruptor combo there. Oh my god, it's like when you know and you see it and it's a pain, you cannot dodge it anymore. And you're like, ah, oh, Shiba. Yeah, it's absolutely a pain to see it, but ZOUN is answering back with a couple of his own disruptor shots. Let's see. Oh, barely manages to do to retreat from there. And has to blink backwards, so the pressure will be relieved on the side of ZOUN. It's gonna send out a Zealotron by towards the bottom base. And is NightMare aware of that? NightMare actually intercepts that, but they're always gonna have some company over here. Do we have any DTs? I think a lot of those observers have been shut down, but oh, never mind, there's 3 more of them. Okay. Zealots are not gonna be successful at taking down that base. Oh, but now the disruptors are going down. Oh, this is looking terrifying. Battery overcharge will also save NightMare there, but my god, look at that. So many things are happening at once. This is amazing. Now, there's still plenty of disruptors here. So ZOUN is producing 4 disruptors at a time. And like a Giga Chat is just replenishing those disruptors. Although he's running out of gas, so I suppose he can actually balance it out with some Zealot Warpins. There we go, 8 Zealots. Where do those Zealots go? That is the question. ZOUN could fire a couple of those disruptor shots. Oh, and NightMare just decides to go for the shield battery pylon. The one that powered the batteries, and the disruptor shot actually just hit. That was absolutely amazing. Why would you do that? But it's gonna be a very happy moment for ZOUN. He's even going to get some stuff at the tail end of that disruptor shot. NightMare just tries to go. I think NightMare is kind of all in at this point. He's gonna try to take down a couple of these production facilities, but is it gonna be enough? That is my question. There's no disruptors here. He's gonna try to actually do something and then go for a recall, I'm pretty sure. But ZOUN is on top of him. He's going to make it. He's gonna make it a recall, but at what cost? He's gonna lose so many things. Are these? No, they're not slow zealots. I thought they're slow zealots. Okay, he's gonna have to save these zealots as well. Like, there's no way you can actually let this cost you anything. Oh, that 1 DT might just be the demise. Zeratul escape. And now these Suka Banians are also going to do a bunch of damage. 11 probes have fallen so far. That economy looked okay, but not anymore. The income tap can tell the story as well. Okay. One nice disruptor shot, but it's gonna go down. This is looking like it's over. NightMare, 20 supply down in army, down in workers. You don't want to be here, but ZOUN has played a phenomenal game. Cannot even talk. That's how happy I am. That's how excited I am for the new aspect of ZOUN is back. He knows what he's doing. NightMare might have bought himself a couple of seconds, but I think he's just delaying the inevitable at this point. A couple of probes added to the mix as well. You're not a Zerg, ZOUN. You cannot add those eggs. You have no eggs to add. ZOUN is actually going for the recall. Can he actually chase? That is the question. Never mind. It's not gonna happen. There's no more mining here on the side of NightMare, and that means he is going to have to tap out, and ZOUN will take this brilliant series from NightMare. Beautiful stuff, obviously. And I would like to thank you so much for watching. If you're watching this on YouTube, consider subscribing, as we're going to have some more of these. I still enjoy casting StarCraft, although until the new map pool, I'm not going to play. So if my meta knowledge is not up to date, I'm sorry. I'm going to try to catch up with it. It's just a bit painful, so to say. But if you enjoyed it, be sure to hit that sub button, hit that like as well, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace and love. Cheers.